getting another commuting on my 20s. On my 20s BMX bike, which can be used for several type of things. One of them being a commute. And we're just doing like super casual bike ride back to Cunningham Park. Alright, party people. Late night. Not late night, but late night. It's not midnight yet. It's like 11. No, actually it might be midnight. Might be. Anyways, I'm pretty tired. But I'm gonna do my ride back to the car. I'm not gonna hop on the train. I have my seat post up nice and high, homies. I got the seat post up nice and high. Got the 20-inch out. About to go take this ride back to Queens. Go grab the whip and continue my journey the rest of the way. But I'm like feeling a little out of it today. Got up mad early, took care of some business, then rode my bike into the city from Queens, and now worked the whole day, and now I am on my way back to Queens. So I'm just going to really take my time. It's going to be a real for real chill ride back. I'm not really going to try and put too much effort into this one. Just going to let it coast for the most part, unless for some reason I get some energy. Got a little bit of a breeze blowing against me, nothing too crazy. And it's beautiful out. It's a nice little warm, cool breeze blowing. Feels amazing. And getting another commuting on my 20s. On my 20s BMX bike, which can be used for several type of things. One of them being a commute. And this is a BMX racing bike. If you guys didn't know already. Well, it's a BMX racing bike, but geometry-wise, I try to make it a little bit middle of the road. So it's like, you know, race trail, stuff like that. My little headlight is moving a little bit. It's not on tight enough. Aluminum frame, 6061 T6 aluminum on this bad boy right here. We'll take the bike lane to the next block. Nice big old bike lane. Was this First Avenue, Third Avenue. It's the Third Avenue bike lane. I gotta do this whole bike lane one day. I'm gonna knock out all the bike lanes and do little videos on them. That should be pretty interesting. Man, flying down the block over here. Hopefully these guys open the door for me. Thank goodness. That had been the wrong time for a door to open on me. For real. And right now we're on 59th Street, heading towards Queensbridge. Oh yeah, so this little light is better when I have it on the side. That way it doesn't swivel like it's doing right now. So I may change the position. So that way I can keep this thing shining on me. Alright. Now we're taking this the reverse way. And we're gonna hop on this bridge. We're gonna do the wop whip right here. And then we're gonna hop on the bridge. Got my seat post nice and high, so I might sit down for most of the trip. See how hard it is to climb sitting down. Sitting room only. Ooh. Let's go. Pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to sit down. and make it up this bridge. I'm gonna have to stand up. But we'll see how we do. I already feel like I'm using too much energy. Sitting down going up. Oh yeah, I gotta stand up. No way I'm sitting down on this one. With this gear ratio. Not happening. So I'm standing up and I'm just taking my time. Because I'm low on energy. Low on energy. But I'm super excited that they lit this area up. So lit now. Before it was like pitch black in here in this segment of the bridge. Now it's lit. Gotta love that. So I'm just taking my time going up. No medium pace. A nice slow pace. Just using mostly my body weight, truthfully. The light went out. Now this thing was charging. This light was charging in the car for a while. So there's really no reason for it to go out. But it went out. That's whack. Now I don't have a headlight. Okay. Maybe the outlet that I had in the car charging it. No, it was charging. I seen it. Oh well. It didn't do a good job of charging this light. I was looking forward to having a nice bright light. But luckily, this route is pretty lit. So I'll be alright as far as seeing where I'm going. But I need to put my little emergency light on in the front so people can see me. I got a little red light down there on the fork, so oncoming traffic can see that I'm coming. So I sat down the next half of the climb, and now we plateaued for the most part, and we're gonna start heading down in a second. And we're just doing like super casual bike ride back to Cunningham Park, back to the whip. Just taking my time with it. So this ride is going to be a casual commute on the 20-inch BMX bike. Can you commute casually on a 20-inch BMX bike? Is it possible? It sounds like it's crazy. But it's definitely doable. Because I'm doing it. Living proof. I'm not even trying to pedal fast. I'm just cruising. If you guys are new to these videos, I'm rocking a 42-15. So 42 in the front, 15 in the back. 175mm cranks. That's all I need for a nice commute. That's what I'm rocking. Plus I have the seat extension on, which you saw earlier, to extend the height of my seat post. Wow, fireworks. Pretty sure I can't see that, but there's somebody doing fireworks right now. Off to my left. Not sure what the celebration is for, but there was fireworks. Alright, so now we are coasting down the bridge. Nice little coast. Somebody's jogging on the side. This side is strictly for bikes. not for joggers or walkers. That's on the other side, over there. But these guys decide they want to jog on this thing. There goes somebody with an illegal, super fast e-scooter. Those things are illegal. I know he's going to try and fit his way in and go around these guys. Here comes another one. Another illegal scooter. And there's another illegal scooter coming towards me now. Well, that one's not so illegal, but he was real squirrely in that thing. Those guys in front, though, they're definitely on some illegal scooters. E-scooters, them things are going super fast right now. So there is that. So now we are just coasting. And I'm just chilling out. I'm not even pedaling. I'm just letting it coast. You can hear my killer buzz hub just buzzing away. And we are in the borough of Queensbridge. I'm yawning. That's how tired I am. I'm sitting here yawning on a bike ride. How you on a bike ride yawning? Boy. Alright, gotta shut it down right here because of the light. Oh, my man on the e-bike said I'm just gonna cut across. No helmet. Late night. Just gonna jump in front of everybody. Alright, so here we go. The light turned green. I'm obeying the laws with the light. What? And I'm just cruising. Nice little casual pedal. E-bike get up there. Get my casual pedal on. And yeah, this is a nice night for a bike ride. Gotta love the infrastructure over here. Can't say enough about the infrastructure over here. Super nice. Then they have the sidewalk over here for pedestrians. You got this two-way bike lane with the green on it, letting you know this is a bike lane, buddy. Nice separation from the traffic. That's just an awesome bike lane right there. Continues that way, but I take the shortcut and I go this way. I go this way. Shave off a second or two. And now it takes us here, we have to cross the street. Oh, heads up. Ooh. Living a little wild on the wild side here on the bike there, buddy. Oh, so let me go past, thank you. That was pretty awesome of him. Let me go across so I can keep it moving. Ooh, yeah. Alright, so now we are heading down Northern Boulevard. I'm deciding if I should go all the way down Northern Boulevard, but I think I'm going to go and take the, I think I'll probably take the bike path on 34th Ave. Keep it easy and chill. I think I might do that. We'll see. We'll see. No real wind blowing against me. This is kind of downhillish, so this is all smooth sailing right here. I'll probably catch this light though. 5 seconds. I'm not trying to go past that joint all fast. You know, I might have enough time to get in front where I have enough time. Yep, I did have time. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. So now we continue down Northern Boulevard. This part here has a gradual climb, but not enough to really affect you. Not enough to affect me. And we are just straight chilling. That's why I'm glad I carried the high seat post with me. So that way, if I feel like I want to chill, and cruise, I can do that. Fits right in the side pocket of my book bag. So it works out pretty good. Pretty good, y'all. Alright. Ooh. Nice little bump. Nice little bump. Real quiet, well, relatively quiet night. You got somebody drilling over there. Getting the drills nails on. But other than that, it's pretty quiet. E-bike Ed over there. Now those guys really should be on the road like that. He does not need to be on nobody's bike lane with that e-bike, which is basically a moped. Mopeds should be licensed to be on the street, not on no bike lane. Anyways, light's about to change. I'm about to just thread the needle here. We're threading needles. That's what we're doing. As we get it on. And my man's back in the bike lane. He was in the street a second ago, now he's in the bike lane. Can easily just be street legal e-bike. Keep it moving. Anyways, we are just cruising and chilling. Zoom. I highly recommend, if you're ever in the city, New York City, or any city that's got like a cool little night vibe, definitely hop on a bike and ride around. It's such a great vibe. It's a really, really cool vibe. Riding around at night. Totally different than riding in the day. Especially when you got that nice tropical weather happening. You know, not too hot, not too cold. Just perfect, a nice cool breeze. Mild breeze. Oh, it's just, I don't know, this does a lot for you. Puts you in a whole different headspace. Makes you feel all good inside, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a dope vibe. So, highly recommend you guys try this out. Especially if you got, you know, like I was saying, some good bike infrastructure. Where you're not like in the street with the cars and stuff. Definitely try it out. Cause it's nice. Definitely if you come to New York City, grab an e-bike or grab one of the grab a city bike and take one out for a cruise. If you don't bring your own bike out, of course. And do that. Do that there. Ooh, is there no cars around? Usually there's always cars in this corner. But today I get to just zip right past it. No cars. Yeah. I think I might need some coconut water to get me through the night. Take some electrolytes. I had a bunch of bananas today already. So I might chill on that. But definitely coconut water will be the move right now. A coconut water would be the move. So we'll stop at 7-Eleven. Grab myself a coconut water. Ooh, but so far so good for me being super tired. Not bad. I got my coconut water. It's the pineapple one. Oh yeah. Let's go. Got a little bit of sugary sugar in it. That's how we rocking tonight. I've been trying to stay away from too much sugar. Used to kind of do way too much sugar. And it may have jacked me up to some degree. So I'm trying to really be mindful of my sugar intake. I used to do too much, way too much. That stuff starts to affect you after a while. Oh, this breeze feels amazing. Cool thing about this gear ratio is it's easy, but when you want to put some work in, you can also do that too. My hands are not on the brake. Here we go. Now my hands are on the brake. I can ride down a little safer around here. All these intersections and people and stuff. All right, this is my drinking hand too, though. Keep my hand on my brake, just in case. All good. So right now we're on Broadway in Queens. Which takes you down to, pretty sure Broadway takes you all the way into Elmhurst, if I'm not mistaken. Car? No car. That's what I'm talking about. Start cutting across because we have to get on 34th Ave. Let's go. Riding no-handed. No cars coming. Going opposite over here. But it makes for a nice transition into 34th Ave. Then we cut across over to the bike lane. It's very dark over here though. The bike lane is very dark. In this little section right here. Needs a little bit more light over here. Just a little bit more light. This is where having a good headlight would come into play. I'm on an e-bike, chilling. Nice little quiet night. Let's see. Intersection, no cars. Nice. Nice. Let's keep it going. It's a nice, chill, non-stressful ride. Not doing the most, getting all sweaty. Just chilling, zigzagging a little bit. Real dark over here. And we cross this block here, 69th Street. And then this is a mixed bike pedestrian. Only local car traffic is allowed. Now it says no mopeds. Now a moped is a bike with an engine and pedals. That's a moped. So regardless of if it's E or gas powered, it's still a moped. So that right there is a moped. It's not an e-bike. It's a moped. It's an electric moped. It says no mopeds. That right there, that's a moped. Has a motor in it and pedals. Moped, that's how they got the name. So e-bike or not, it's still a moped. And the sign back there clearly said no mopeds. Look, another one. Anyways, just pointing out some facts, party people. Just pointing out some facts. They like to keep changing the names of things, give them a whole new definition, when in essence, they're the same thing. So now we're climbing. Climbing. I'm sitting down. I should stand up on this part. We're going to try and thug it out. Thug it out sitting down. It's a pretty decent climb though. Pretty decent. Look. Uh-huh. We're getting up there though. Come on, Sugarfoot. Let's go. No mopeds. See, but they have the moped symbol, make it look like a Vespa. Those type of mopeds. It's the scooter moped type of looking ones. That's what they're trying to let you define what a moped is. Keep moving the goalpost with that one. Kind of reminds me of mini Velo bikes. Those ain't nothing but BMX bikes with gears. Or a taller head tube, taller seat tube. 20-inch bike. Basically with BMX geometry, it's a BMX bike. Now, the BMXers might not claim it, and the mini Velo guys will try and disassociate themselves with it, but it's a BMX bike. Not everybody is anti, but I'm just saying. Yes. Try and make up new marketing schemes. This guy went right through the red light, like did not care. I hope everybody saw that. That guy in that car made a left on a red. He definitely was not supposed to do that. So, I might have to put a little compilation together of all the cars violating traffic laws, since everybody wants to be anti-bike. You know, always want to blame bicycles and this, that, and the other, hate bikes, and blah. Alright, let's go point out all the violations you guys make in the cars. And let's not pretend like I don't have a car. I have a car too. So, I'm a car person as well. I'm pretty sure the majority of people who ride bikes have cars. Pretty sure. So, all that little gaslighting. Gaslighting. Won't be gaslighting me, son. Alright. So now we are off. I really want to find a garbage can readily available that I can drop off this bottle here. Not bottle, but you know, this box basically. Don't worry, I'll find one soon enough. Hopefully before I get to Junction. I should find out. One of these corners gotta have a garbage can. Come on, son. Come on. I need a garbage can. On one of these corners. So I can throw away my garbage. Where you at? Who's still with me on this ride? It's a very mellow, chill ride. I'm not really talking about too much. Who's still with me? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what y'all want to see, actually. How about that? Let me know what kind of content you want to see from this channel right here. Let me know which kind of content you like, and let me know which kind of content you don't like that I be doing. And let me get some replies on if you want to see more short form content or more long form content. Short form not meaning shorts, but you know, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm actually going to start doing it anyway. You know, between 8 and 15 minutes. Those are fun to do. They're also easier to edit. Less time in front of the computer. More time on the bike when I make the shorter videos. So, yeah, there's that. Also, I need to upgrade my my laptop so it can handle 8K footage easily, and also it can handle some more powerful video editing programs, because currently I use a 360 camera, Insta360 X5, and it has its own editing software, which is great. So I can edit my, you know, I need to try like doing an edit, because it has a feature where you edit the 360 footage, then you render that, and then you put that into a regular editor, and you render that. These long form videos, it makes it hard, because it's like I gotta watch an hour-long video one time to edit 360 footage, then let that save, which takes forever on my computer, and then put that into my editor, and then edit that, and then let that save, which also takes forever. And then when I'm finally done with that, I can upload it to YouTube. So it's a two-step process to edit videos right now when I do 360 edits. I want to break that down to one process where I can edit my 360 footage in the editor, do all my, you know, little edits that I got to do, and keep it moving. So the software that comes with the Insta360 that you use for Insta360 has that functionality. I just never really delved into it, and I think it's also because my computer can't handle that editor. So it, you know, starts to skip and slow down and, you know, want to crash and stuff. So I use a different program. I use Filmora for my video editing, and it's pretty light on the computer, so I can edit better on that program because the computer can handle the software better. But something like DaVinci Resolve and Adobe Premiere and Vegas, those type of video editing programs take up a little more juice out of the computer, so I can't handle the edits. You know, it's just going to take me longer. It's going to be more of a pain in the neck. But I'm saying all that to say that Adobe Premiere, which I really don't want to use because I don't want to do that subscription stuff and the super expensive Adobe stuff. Not really into doing that. But Adobe Premiere has add-on, I believe, or I don't know if it's native or add-on, but you can edit 360 footage off the rip. So I can just upload my 360 footage right into Adobe Premiere. I can edit my 360 footage and also edit the video at the same time. And then I could just save it, you know, render it, and then that's it. As opposed to watching it in 360 editor, then putting it into a video editing program and then editing it again. That winds up taking like, you know, 3 or 4 hours just to edit, you know, the video. That's a lot of time spent doing that, trying to cut that down. So one of the other ways to cut that down is to actually make shorter videos, you know. So I'm gonna start making shorter videos, or you know, making little segments that are a little bit shorter. But I won't stop doing these long ones because I really enjoy doing them, and you guys give me some good feedback on that, so I will continue doing that. But just to keep it interesting and keep it diverse. I will do shorter videos. Nah, I mean. So there's that. We got a little technical talk. On this part here, and this, you know, again, this is just, I'm just flowing down this block. This has just been a really cool, chill ride. It really has been. And this part right here is downhill. And earlier today, I took this way in the opposite direction. I've always avoided going from 108th, going from 114th to 108th, which is the opposite way, on this block in particular, because it is uphill. So going this way is downhill. Coming back the other way is uphill. And I always kind of dreaded doing that, especially after doing 7 miles or whatever from Cunningham Park. So I always kind of dreaded having to come down that block and then ride up this one when I can go straight on Roosevelt and just ride to 108 that way where there's no hill. But going that way kind of takes me a little bit further away from 34th, number one. Number two is it's very sketchy because there's no bike lane, there's no shoulder. Sometimes you have to go on the sidewalk, there's construction. It's always kind of frantic over there. So today, for the first time since I've been doing these rides, I came this way in the opposite direction to get to 34th Ave and ride up 34th Ave from 108, from 114th, which is this block here, to 108. And it was surprisingly pleasant. I wasn't really stressing the hill. The hill didn't really bother me at all. And then on top of that, I was just already down here. So it didn't take as long as it would if I would have went down Roosevelt. So I think I'm gonna keep doing that route instead of doing going down Roosevelt. But of course, they need to make a bike lane on this block to connect 34th Ave to Flushing Meadow Park. So right now they don't have that. They have that on 111th Street, I think. Takes you to a little bit further down on the west side of the park. But there's no bike lane here, which would actually work really good for this little junction. I think they're talking about, I think DOT is talking about adding a junction here for bicycles. And you got the bicycle parking right here and all that. It's kind of like a no-brainer. So you would get to this light here, and then you cut across the street, and that sidewalk over there is big enough to do pedestrian and bikes. And actually, they're going to extend this sidewalk. Actually, they are planning on making this into a bike and pedestrian path here, if I'm not mistaken. I think they are going to do that. But the only problem is it doesn't connect over there. But eventually they will make it all connect because they're working on, see, it's super dark over here. They got to lighten this up. That's the whole other thing. But they are making a greenway to take you from the city all the way into Queens and wrap around by the waterfront. So it's going to be like the Queens waterfront on the this north side of the island. So it's going to be a waterfront ride all the way around from Astoria Park all the way to the airport, LaGuardia Airport, and past that. And then I believe it may connect to Flushing Park too, some kind of way. Well, actually, it will back there. You can do that. Oh, okay. Garbage can. Finally. There we go. Word up. Alright, so we're in Flushing Park right now, cruising through, nicely lit. Zoom, heading through this way. Yeah. Billie Jean King Center. They're doing all kind of daggone construction over here. I don't know what they're building to the left. They're building a whole little house over here. So I'm gonna have to go in this little sidewalk area so I can avoid the crane, the big old crane. I'm gonna go down this way. And what happens here? A right turn and a left turn. They got the whole road blocked off for the cranes doing the work over there. And now we are gonna hop back on the road. Bada boom, bada bip. And we are out of here. Alright, so we're about to go into the park, into the and cut through there. And from here on in, you got to commit. There's no trains, nothing to get you to Cunningham from here. All you got is a 7 train over here, which takes you back to the city. But that's the end of the road right there. Actually, there's one more stop. Kissena Boulevard, I believe, is the last stop. But there's nothing between here and Cunningham. You just gotta make it happen. Make it happen. Oh, water right there. Alright. So here we are. Cutting across Flushing Meadow Park. They got all the lights on over here. Golf courses lit up nice. Looks nice in there. I guess there's still people playing right now. It's real late at night. They're playing golf. Daggone. I think I see one golf course out there. But this whole thing is lit up nice. So you can get through. No problemo. This needs a little bit more lights, but the golf course is kind of illuminating. I gotta stand up because it gets a little bumpy over here. Yeah, it's a little bumpy. Yep, somebody's out here. Oh, they're not playing golf. I think they're just doing some maintenance in the park. Or is he playing? Nah, it's the parks guy working on the spot. Ooh. Now over here, it gets a little dark because they don't have all the lights on. They gotta change some bulbs over here. Daggone. I can't see nothing. Not a thing. I can't see a daggone thing over here. We gotta get more lights. Fix them bulbs. But over here, it gets better. Well, I don't feel as bad as I did when I first got on the bike. When I first got on the bike, I was feeling really, really out of it. I mean, yeah, I was feeling out of it. And I was hoping if I do the ride, number one, if I can make it, and number two, if I wanted to get some energy along the way. I really think the Vita Coco be doing the trick. Because the last time, it was one time I was really out of it. I was doing like 63 miles. And man, I was feeling pretty terrible midway in that trip. Because I didn't really eat when I first started my ride. I was just in a rush because I was kind of late. And it was like basically a 5-hour ride that I had to do. So I knew I had to get on the road. So I didn't have time to like make breakfast or anything. So midway through that ride, man oh man, I was feeling like doo-doo. Then I stopped and got like, I just kind of ate whatever. I had a tall thing of Vita Coco, had some bananas, I might even had a cookie, chocolate chip cookie or something. I was going in. But after I did that, it gave me new life. New life. So this one I can't avoid. I gotta stand up and climb this one. This bad boy is pretty steep. I'm not gonna pedal all the way up. I'm just gonna do a couple pedals here. And then chill. And pedal and chill. That's how you're gonna rock it on this one. My energy is low. But way better than before. Go on the sidewalk. It's probably an ambulance. Going to the hospital. Yep. Yep, it was the ambulance. Going to the hospital, which is right down the block. Whew. Still climbing a little bit. We're almost there. Almost. Once we get past this light, then we'll start heading down. I think this is Main Street. Main Street. Whew. All right. Oh wow, the ambulance is not going to the hospital. They made a left and went all the way down the block. But there's a hospital right here. So I don't know what he's doing. Maybe picking somebody up. Don't know. Alright, so now we start going down. Looks like that light's gonna turn green. Nice. Hopefully it stays green when I get there. I rarely get a chance to just cruise down this block without that light changing to red. So now I get to just cruise down like this. What? The next one's gonna change though. Boo. I already see it change. Oh, it's yellow. It's yellow. Are there cars? Is the question. Most likely? Oh no. It's a blind intersection. Nobody. Nobody. Better safe than sorry though, right? Sometimes there'd be that late night speedster flying through the light. You don't want to get caught in that. No, no, no. No, no, no. You do not want to get caught in that. So it's always good to have one finger on the brake. One finger on the brake at all times. Okay, this light's green. Probably get through this bad boy. Starting to change now. I got 7 seconds. Let's go. Bong, bing, bong. So the next light is green, and it's already about to change. I can see it from here. It's got the countdown going right now. So we're gonna catch that light. But hopefully by the time we get there, all the cars might be passed. It might be a clean shot, you know what I mean? By the time I get there, cars might be all cleared out. So at this point in the trip, we're further away from the city, and the temperature has gone down a little lower, so it feels even nicer out right now. It's a nice little chill to the air, but it's not cold. It's perfect for a bike ride, and yeah, we have just enough time to cross before some cars come. That was perfect. Perfect. Couldn't time it any better than that. And we are going to continue with the menu. So now when we get to this part up here, we're going to have some more climbing action to do. There's going to be more climbing action going on. So right about here, we're starting to go up. Starting to go up right here. Pretty sure chances are there's no car coming. Not on this block. This late? Nope. That'll be a nope. Still able to sit down over here, so it's not that steep yet. But it should get there soon. Where I'll have to stand up and put some pressure on the pressure cooker. So after this block, it starts to get steeper. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's steeper now. We're climbing now. I'm climbing and climbing. Almost to the light. The light turned green. I'm sitting down, trying to put the pressure on. 16 seconds to get across the street. 12 seconds. 10 seconds. Yeah, I made it. Okay. So hopefully now, when I get up to the top of this hill, start going down, that there's going to be a green light waiting for me at the bottom of the hill, and not a red light, because I went through the light at a different time than I normally do. Normally I have to wait for that light to change before I can cross. When I get up here, I'll see the light's green. By the time I get to the bottom of the hill, it turns red. Hopefully it's red now, and it's gonna turn green. That'd be so nice. I wanna fly through that light. It's green, about to turn red. I already see the sign, the countdown going. Boo! Boo! It turned yellow. Now it's red. Now I really don't want to risk going through the light at this speed, not knowing what's coming. So we're not going to do that. We're going to slow it down. Boo! That's so lame. No cars coming though. Nobody coming. And the light turned yellow. And turned red. And now it's green for me. Oh, I could have sped through this bad boy. That'd have been so much fun. Because when you get to this point, you're going so fast. A couple times I was able to go down that hill and not catch that light. And you just be like, woof, boom, down that hill. It's a lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. But now we're getting closer to the Kissena corridor park. All this time on this road here, I've been riding parallel to the greenway, which is way up that way. But it kind of like comes parallel but cuts across at the same time. So it's gonna wind up crossing in front of me when I get down a little further. So the greenway, Kissena corridor park, I'm gonna run right into it. I'm gonna run right into it. But this is I would say this is the more direct route. A little bit more direct. I mean, technically, the Kissena Greenway is probably the more direct way. But we wind up meeting it anyway going this way. As a matter of fact, I take that back. This way is probably faster. Yeah. Nah, I take it back again. Kissena is probably faster because by now, if I followed the Kissena way to the park, alright, yeah, I'd be heading this way. Yeah, so that way's probably faster. This way, not so fast. But the way the blocks are, you wind up moving faster though. You wind up moving faster just because of the way the blocks are laid out. And at night, the Kissena Park is not lit up. This way is lit up at night, but if you go to Kissena Park, it's gonna be probably dark. I never actually did that ride on the way back at night. So I have to investigate that one night to see if it's lit. Well, here we are at Kissena Corridor Park, Underhill. Well, this is actually Peck. Underhill is the other one going on the other side of the park. You got Peck and you got Underhill. Peck is on the west side, and then Underhill is on the east side for the most part. You cut across this way, and you head down. And we have this that connects to the Greenway, and the Greenway is on the east side of the park. So this would be connecting back to the Greenway. Right now we're going to go over a bridge. Takes us over the Long Island Expressway. And over here, it's not lit well at all. It's lit pretty bad. And oh my goodness, there's delays on the parkway. Oh, just right here though. Well, at least I don't have to deal with that. Whew. That'd have been whack this time of night. But there are some spots further down that I know of, because I gotta take the Long Island Expressway when I get in the car for another hour to where I gotta go. It's like a 2-hour commute between biking here and taking the car the rest of the way. But they're doing construction on there a lot in certain spots, and it gets jammed up. So I gotta take that into consideration because I do not want to be sitting in traffic tonight. I got caught out there the other night. I'm not going to do that again. Not making them same mistakes. Ooh. Nice little chill in the air now over here. Feels good. Feels real good. And now we are back by Cunningham Park. Francis Lewis Boulevard. Franny Lou. Park is across the street. And we have made it to our destination. That wasn't too bad. That was a nice commute on the 20-inch. You guys have proof now that you can commute on a 20-inch. I'm just going to keep reiterating those facts. Yes, you can commute on a 20-inch. I need to do a video on the type of bikes that'll be good for commuting, BMX wise. Pretty much any racing bike would be good for that. Just make sure you get a bike that gives you enough leg room. You have plenty of sizes to choose from. There's not a lot of complete BMX racing bikes available, but there are a nice few that are, where you can just buy the bike and call it a day. And they are BMX racing bikes, high-end bikes. They don't really make really super cheap bikes. Mongoose used to at one point, where they had like a really good frame with inexpensive parts, super upgradable, the Mongoose title. Hopefully they come back out with some more completes soon. It's been taking a long time for them to get back to that, but they used to have a Pro Double XL available as a complete. Had a 21.75 top tube, which will fit most people. If you're 5'11", even 6 feet, could probably accommodate your leg room. But we'll get into that in another video. Right now, I'm just happy I'm done. Let me know if you guys stayed around for the whole ride. I know it's the same ride, but I try and film when I'm riding back and forth to work to keep the content flowing. There's always something different on these rides. And I'll be coming up with some new adventures, some new routes soon. But in the meantime, I'll continue to do these when I'm working. I'm gonna get my work on in the city, so that way I can keep going and keep the exercise coming, keep the flow going, you know what I mean? So anyways, I'm out. Get on your bikes and ride, all right? Back to you, Billy.